What up, though? And welcome back to I'm Growing, Man. It's your man, John D. In the building. I wanted to get on here and try to clarify something. There's a couple of posts where women are really coming at my life because my wife and I are discussing if it's okay if your kids hug family members, and if they feel like they shouldn't, then they shouldn't. Like, women say that kids know instincts and stuff like that. And it's not that I don't disagree with that at all. But I feel like if I'm putting you around some family members, like, I trust these family members. So if I'm wrong, then I don't want to be around these family members. And I want to know how many women are willing to do that. Because I'll tell you this, I don't want to be around anybody that's preying on my family. Like, it doesn't even make sense. And I feel like when women say that they shouldn't be able to hug you, they know some intuition that we don't know, then why are we putting them around that? You know, this isn't a cause of fight at all. But I know that I'm willing to lose family members or friends, anybody that would endanger my, like, the mental capacity of my family, anybody for that matter. So I would like to stand on it, that I feel like I want my kids to hug their family members because, you know, like some of the hangups where, like, you know, they get anxiety or whatever, they creep them out or something like that. Like, what is creeping about? You know, I remember there were reasons I didn't want to hug family members, but I look back on it, it was just because a lot of them were men that had beards and they didn't shave it. And then when they hugged me, they always would like rub their face and scratch my face. You know what I'm saying? And they used to bother me. But that was the way that they showed their affection. You know, they loved me. You know what I'm saying? I look back and I can appreciate me hugging for that case. So to give a kid permission to say who they can and can't hug under your watch, it's crazy to me. Like, why are they around? I wish my wife, you know what? I think she and I don't have to have another conversation, but I do want you guys to understand this. The conversations my wife and I have, it's not to like who's right. It's how can we move forward and make better decisions for our kids. And I feel like a lot of times, because I'm not really good at communicating, a lot of my words sound like this is the only way it has to be, that people can use my words against me. And I end up defending something that I only was trying to make the best decision with the information that I had. And sometimes, again, I'll get attacked, even from my wife. But I understand it's the way that I communicate. I'm working on it because I don't want anybody to think that I'm like, I only know the only way. I'm just trying to figure out if we talk more and communicate it as people more, maybe we could see what don't work. A lot of us is just out here just trying to figure it out. So the idea that I'm around, maybe I just don't see why my kids should be able to like not hug family members unless they got in an argument or something. But just like you ain't never met this family member and you're not going to hug them because you, whatever reason, I don't know. I don't understand how we can, well, I guess, I don't know. You know, before I remember hearing stories about, you know, just the messaging. I can't say so much me, to be honest, and my family, but I do know hearing stories about those uncles or older cousins or whatnot that people gave them nicknames for, like Chester Molester and all of that. Like, I don't understand how you can just sweep that under the rug. And I come from the generation that they probably continue to do that. But I don't know. I don't know. I would have to just have more information to feel like we can give our kids the autonomy to make those decisions in that capacity. Like, I don't know. Maybe I know that I'm blind because I know there are a million situations that I have no clue about. But I'm saying as their parent, I feel like my job is to protect them. And what do they know that I don't know? And if whatever they know they're into, like, is it wrong? If it's wrong, what are we gonna do? Like, this could be offensive. Whatever it is, well, let's say if it's right. As their parent, that's the end of the relationship until my kid feels anything other than. But I don't want my kid to feel any type of anxiety or pressure with who they hug or are around. That doesn't make sense to me. So I think that me and my wife are gonna go delve back into this conversation so I can get a better understanding, because, you know, she and I are on the same team, and we don't argue to be right. We argue because there's a misunderstanding, but ultimately we want to come to a understanding that we can pass on to our kids. Like, hey, this is the best information we got from the experiences we had. So it's not about me being right. I don't want anybody to ever think that. Now, at one point I did practice poor communication skills, and it was all about me thinking I was right. But now I just move and I try to speak with a voice that wants to learn and share information. That's it. And I know sometimes it sounds like I'm arrogant and coming off real pompous. And that's just personalities that I used to have in my former life. Like, I used to like live like that. But now, you know, life has slowed down and I'm blessed. And I don't believe anybody deserves that type of energy from me. So I just wanted to get on here and try to understand a different view on why kids can say they're not going to hug somebody because of whatever feeling they got. And as a parent, why we continue to put them in a situation like that. And that I don't understand. So I guess me, it's just me being arrogant, thinking that I'm protecting my kids better than they can protect themselves. And I still believe that. I don't think they have enough information to do well. I mean, that's just because we're parents. We're supposed to be raising them. So all of a sudden they get this instinct that we lost or something over time. I don't know. I just hope that all the parents I know will do everything they can to protect them from those situations. You know, like, I don't know. Oh yeah, I do want to jump on this. This is I just completed some of the best days of my life as a teacher. Can't lie, but it's a hiccup, and I hate buts, but it's disturbing me. Like, I've gone through a lot of situations where people took things in the wrong way, and just learning my personality, because I used to be like a really cool educator. Like I don't think I was high stress. I was real laid back. As long as I could relate to the kids and try to give them information, I created great relationships. But this year, these kids are by far, it's crazy. Like, they're really the best group of kids I've had, like, in a week. Like, just learning. So because they know it's like my class has rules. And it's like, as long as you play in the rules, you can't ever foul at anything. You know what I'm saying? No inappropriate language. If you got inappropriate language, apologize. Say, my bad. I tell them, like, new options, like, when they're trying, like, they know. You know, I remember some kids used to think, like, I be listening to kids. And I'm like, hey, I know I'm the only adult in this room. And I don't curse. So if I hear it, it's just automatically like, hey, watch your mouth. And they was like, oh, that do make sense. Like, we ain't supposed to be cursing. Yeah. So letting them know this, it was like, aha. Like, I'm like trying to like give these aha moments where they can appreciate where they are. Because right now they're learning to learn. They're learning structure, what helps them. I got them going. I'm teaching them this, that they're just supposed to create a routine for whatever they want. I was like, you could be a millionaire by senior year. But you have to create a routine to develop that. And I was like, this is probably the best time to do it, because they're at home and like their free time. I look back at my childhood. I would have loved to have become so good at something that people would want to pay me at a young age. You know, I know that wouldn't have been a good thing for me, because I definitely would have blew all of that money. I just think about how ignorant I was as far as just finances. And, you know, they got better over time without a doubt. But I've blown so much money that I'm trying to teach these kids how to become more financially literate. But I'm showing them the process of what it takes to become so good in an area that people will want to pay you. And I was like, if you really want that life, you don't have to go to college. You can go to college to get more information in that area. But if you could create a routine and work on it every single day, and you really enjoy working on it, it can't do nothing but become better and better. And over the course of time, you're going to become an expert in that area. And if you continue to work, you're going to open up so many doors for yourself that when they do decide to go to college, let's say if somebody decided to take what I'm saying seriously, I'm like preaching 10,000 hours, all of this. By the time they go to college, if they want, somebody's going to pay them to go because they've accumulated so many hours, and they have this imagination that most adults lose when they start working in the real world. Think about how many adults are in the hamster wheel. They work the same job every day, and the pay stays the same. And that's it. You just might get a raise, you know, might get a bonus, but overall you're working for this pay. They don't have no side hustle as far as like working on something where you putting those hours in, and then at some point you become so good in it that you don't have to worry about this day to day anymore, because the love of whatever you have came to life. And I told him, I was like, I am not a millionaire. I said, but I do believe I understand the process of how to become one. And I said, I'm in it right now. I said, I've been working on my craft, and I've documented. And they got a journal. They have to document every single day. And I was like, if you in your journal, if you didn't do anything, you got to say, I didn't do anything. So that when you do ever mature, you'll be able to be like, this is why I'm not a millionaire, because I wasn't doing the things I was supposed to do. So I'm trying to get them in the mindset, just planting the seed. Like, if you really want something, you got to go get it. And I was like, who teaches their kids this? And at the end of the day, I want them to be successful in the mindset that whatever teacher I go to, they're trying to give me something. I'm going to go get it. If lucky, I build a relationship and they give me even more. But I want them to know that every adult wants to be that teacher. They just don't really know how to communicate that because of whatever reasons. But if you can make education fun, you create a relationship where they buy into it, your product, it looks different. And that's the reason why I believe that this year is crazy. But this is what I was really getting on. Like, I'm giving them this information. I got great relationships. I got kids coming up to me, introducing themselves. I don't even have them. But the downfall, the butt part, they have no air conditioning. Now, and I'm going to tell you this. I was blessed enough to have a pick of whatever school I wanted to go to, right? And I said, I'll just go to the one closest to me. And I'm blessed. Like I said, these kids are awesome. The staff are even better. And I really enjoy, what they got over there. And I wish I could describe a type of complaining that I've been doing that I haven't done in a long time. I don't complain. I really enjoy life. This thing is really, when I tell you, I wore a shirt and tie on Monday. I know they don't got air, but I'm trying to create this mindset on Mondays. I can stay clean throughout the week, whatever. I can show a different type of wardrobes of what men wear. And then on Friday, dress down, put some sneakers on, jeans, show them whatever. But on Monday, I wore a shirt and tie. A lot of people said, nice bow tie. Hey, you look really nice, debonair, whatnot. But when I tell you it was so hot, I was thinking, so this water bottle, this is 50 ounces. By the end of the day, I completed 3 of them. And I didn't do any jogging. I didn't do any it was that hot. And I'm not really understanding why that information wasn't revealed. But I'm so hurt because I don't understand. I'm gonna stay to the end of the year, but I won't come back. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like it's unfair. Like, we expect these kids to like learn in uncomfortable temperatures for adults, and we're trying to teach kids to take tests and succeed in unbearable conditions. This is what's so crazy. I know people that's been there more than 5 years, and I don't understand. So that's why I wanted to get out here, letting y'all know that by far the best and worst part of a school year that I've ever experienced, and those are some extremes. The best is, that's remarkable to be honest. The best part, because I've had some great years. The worst, that might be, like, I don't even know what the second worst would be, because I know I kind of describe myself as having some tough days, and I didn't have any tough years. I don't know why I said that. I don't know. I guess this look, when you work in temperatures like this, it make you just like talk outside of your neck. I'm glad I was able to correct myself. Like, I don't have bad days. Oh, I didn't have bad years or bad beginnings, but this year is by far the best beginning I've ever had. Like, I just feel like I'm able to teach a routine and teach math where they understand. I told them, look, we go hard the first 4 days. We see what we got on the 5th day. You earn 20 minutes of free time when we go outside. Like, they was like, for real? I'm like, yeah, that's easy work. I just need you to do what you need to do. But this heat temperature went down today. And it, look, it was, how about this? I think it was like 81 degrees today. So that means where I was had to be like 86, 87, maybe. Like, whoever can teach in this temperature and not think anything of it, I admire you, and you deserve a raise. And I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to learn a different way to teach and become better. And I'm out here just complaining, right? I got to make lemonade. That's what they say, right? But I'm telling you, I really do believe this is like conditions that, I don't know, like, is this regular? It's like my 22nd year, and I've never worked in a building that didn't have air conditioning. I'm shit, but I love the school. Y'all make today better than yesterday. Don't worry about anything you can't control. GATA, get after that action, or that action will get after you. Be great on purpose. Boom.